Okay, so in this tutorial we'll be solving inequalities. Okay, inequality is anything other than equal to, which is less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Okay, so when you're looking at 5 minus 5n minus 7 is less than 8. Basically there's 3 steps to inequalities. First we're solving the denominators. We take out all the denominators in this case. There is none, so we move on to the next step, which is rearranging the terms. Now when we're talking about rearranging, we're putting like variables on one side and numbers on one side. So since we're solving for n, this will become 5n is less than negative 7 goes on the other side, which means I'm adding 7 to both sides. So this will become 8 plus 7. N is less than 8 plus 7. Eight plus 7, which is 15. Okay, this is my final answer. Actually 8 plus 7, which is 15 over 5, because my next step is using the factors or dividing the factors to solve for x or n or whatever the variable is. Divide n by 5, divide 15 by 5, so n is less than 3. And this is my solution. So once again, my first step to solving an inequality is denominators. So whatever my denominator is, okay, so I solve that denominator. My next step is rearranging the variables. So I rearrange. And my third step is factorization. Okay, so these are my 3 steps to solve an inequality. You're going to use the same step to solve my second equation. This being a little tricky, but there's an equal to sign involved. So what we're going to do is we're going to start using our method rule. Denominators, there are no denominators. So next step is to rearrange. So I know I'm going to bring my like terms on one side, so 8, I'm subtracting 3 on both sides, so 8 minus 3 is greater than or equal to negative 2x. 8 minus 3 is 5 is greater than or equal to negative 2x. So now the tricky part over here, since this is a negative sign, when I am bringing this factor on the other side, this sign over here, which is greater than equal to, is going to change. Because what happens is when I divide both sides by negative 1, I'll do it on the side, so this is, let's say, 5 greater than equal to 2, or negative 2. When I divide both sides by negative 1, this cancels out and this becomes negative 5 greater than or equal to 2, okay, which is essentially wrong, because if you look at the number line, let's say this is 0, it's a negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 5, and this is 1 and this is 2. So when you look at the number line, you essentially find out that this digit over here, -5, is less than 2. Okay, so I know that my x is greater than or equal to 5 over -2 is my x is my x is greater than or equal to 5 over -2. So this is going to be written something like this: x is greater than or equal to -2.25 in decimals. Okay, let's look at my final example. This involves denominators. So first we're going to take out these denominators. So we got my 4 as my first denominator. I'm going to take 4 and bring it on the other side. So I know that 3b plus 2 is greater than 4 into b minus 2 over 3. So 3b plus 2 is greater than 4b minus 8 over 3. Now what we're going to do is we're going to rearrange. So we have 3b minus 4b is greater than -8 -8 over 3 minus 2. So negative b is greater than, this is 3, this is 6, -8 into 6 is -14. So negative b, or b, since this is a negative sign, I divide this both by -1, so my sign is going to reverse. So it's going to be 14 is less than 14 over 3. So I know that b is less than 4 integer 2 over 3. And this is my final answer. So that's it for inequality.